question is for the Minister of TIAT, Minister Johnson. According to reports, the U.S. pre-clearance for the airport has been stalled. Can you provide some information?
Thank you, Stephen, for your question. And of course, from an economic standpoint, for the ministry, it's an all-clear sign. We have given the all-clear, and the process so far is continuing. And as you know, negotiations and some matters are still being dealt with, and I'm sure my colleague, Minister of Justice, will be able to further elaborate. But for the economic standpoint and my ministry, the all-clear continues to be very important for the ministry, and we continue to ensure that everything has been finalized on our end.
The Ministry of Justice as well as the Ministry of TIAT, the financial and economic impact that this will have for St. Martin is really great, and all instructions have been given to continue these negotiations, not to hold them back at all, and to make sure that whatever needs to be done on our end is done by each ministry, and make sure that that is communicated with the relevant authorities.
Alita Singh of the Daily Herald, you have the floor.
Thank you, Relaika. Good morning, Ministers. Minister Johnson, one of your points this morning was the suspension of all unnecessary travel within your ministry. What do you consider unnecessary travel? Has there been unnecessary travel? And how much will that, in the end, save the government?
Well, Alita, thank you also for your question. If we look at the destination right now, and the first question would be, what are we selling? Our hotels still have to be fully opened. The destination itself still has to be cleaned up. So for me, I found it of paramount importance at this time to indeed suspend travel for the ministry. A travel, of course, necessary for the economy would be of vital importance, would be permissible, but again, it would have to be on a case-by-case basis. So at this time now, I think it's important that we really focus on the local issues that we have as a destination, that we ensure that we look at the tourism development product, that we focus on that with the hoteliers, we deal with the different stakeholders, get to hear their concerns, because at this critical stage in St. Martin's redevelopment as a destination, like I made mention in my opening remarks, it's important that we realize it is not business as usual.
Thank you, Minister Johnson. We move on to the second round of questions. Stephen Cerulean, you have the floor.
Minister of Finance, you said that, well, we know that the deadline for the paying of road tax expired as of July 1st. Can you tell us, if you may, as to how many persons are yet to pay for the road tax?
Thank you, Steve, for the question. Unfortunately, I tried to obtain the figures early this morning again, but they are not readily available. But as soon as I get it, I will provide them to you.
Alita Singh.
Thank you.
1 second, sorry, Ms. Roach. Sorry
yes,
to
Minister De Wever.
If I can just add to Minister Hilling's statement, because that was done during, I guess, our tenure. And it was done out of the thoughtfulness that the community needed and the break that they needed. And I want to make sure that people understand that and respect that, but also that they don't try to all of a sudden play the system and say, well, I'm only going to pay for 6 months. That was never the agreement. If you buy a new car now, then yes, you would pay 6 months for the rest of the year. But for those who appreciated the break and who took advantage of it, to please comply and pay for the rest of the year, for the entire year, as was the original idea. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister De Wever. Alita Singh.
Thank you again, Relaika. Minister of Finance, Mr. Kerlings, you spoke about the revamping of the tax department. We've been speaking about this for more than maybe 3 decades. There have been numerous studies. I think if we stack them up in here, we'll probably fill the room. So what now is the actual thing that will happen with the tax department? Not only physically the building, but really what's needed now is a revamping of the structure itself. Are we going to have another study? You're going to have more talks about this, or is there actually something that will be done this time around?
Thank you, Alita. Good morning to you. Good question. We don't need more reports, more research. All of that has been done. But what we need to do is to compile all that information that we gathered over the past decades, as you put it, to put it to work in a workable plan of action. We are busy working that out right now. I'm going to talk to some stakeholders who are supposed to contribute. But most importantly is the start. As a matter of fact, I will have a meeting after this press briefing with the head of the tax department. The start is to clean up your data, to clean up the information data that we have, because compliance, of course, in the restructure and rebuilding of St. Martin is going to be of the utmost importance. We cannot build up on one hand and our tax department lags behind. That's not going to happen under my watch. But basically we're going to start cleaning up, make sure that we reach out to the clients that we have and that it is easier for them also to reach out to us.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Tell them, connecting you.
Romy is working diligently to solving the problem at the dump. Can you tell us specifically what has been done to ensure that this problem is eliminated once and for all, as you put it?
Good morning. Thank you for the question, Stephen. Like I said, the EENG, which is the consultants from the World Bank, they are right now busy working, doing assessments on the dump. Right now, as we speak, they've been here since the 8th of June. And in order for funds to be released from the World Bank, because we all know that finances are the problem with solving the dump issue. So in order for us to get this money as quick as possible from the World Bank, it needs to go through the procurement phase. And that's why their consultants are right now assessing the whole problem so that we do this, diligently. We dot all I's, cross all T's, make sure everything is perfect so we can move on with this issue in solving the problem. So that's what's going on right now. Thanks.
Thank you, Minister Heatherson. Alita Singh, you have the final question.
Thank you again. We're like Minister of Justice, Mr. Cornelius de Weaver. A walk through Front Street will show that several of the monuments there are being later repaired by local individuals who can manage it, and by I would hope government, because one of those monuments is the courthouse. Can you give an idea of what is happening with that historical building? It's a gateway into the country for tourism, etc., and even for residents. What are the plans? Is there money to fix it? When will it be fixed?
Thank you, Ms. Singh. The joint court, we've met with them a couple of weeks ago. They will be doing the repairs. Of course, the insurance also the settlement has to be finalized as well through government, and we're going to begin with the repairs, but they're going to start with the repairs from their own finances, and then government will reimburse them as we go forward. The timeline, I'm not sure, but I know we're supposed to start because I know they had secured what they used to call the old constitutional building, but where the joint court sits now, because that has to be changed into concrete, make it a concrete roof, and the plans and all that had to be approved before they could start that construction. We're also looking at behind the courthouse and seeing what can be done there as well to enhance the entire area.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles, from within your reach.
Tell them, connecting you.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
1,
2,
3,
4. This is how common it is to develop a mental illness. 1 out of every 4.
4,
4.
4. But there is hope. Today, most mental illnesses can be managed and treated. Visit your general doctor if you feel concerned about your thoughts and behaviors or have some difficulty dealing with some of life's issues.
If you have been diagnosed and are suffering from a mental illness, keep in mind these 4 points to help you manage your mental health.
1. Get regular checkups with your general doctor.
2. Stay on your treatment plan to prevent relapses.
3. Find a strong support group in your family and friends.
And 4. Never be afraid to ask for help and look out for the warning signs of your illness.
Remember, you are not alone. We are as close as one.
2.
3.
4.
Learn about mental health illness by going to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Hi, what's up, St. Martin? My name is Rene Leverett, and I play baseball. and have represented St. Martin in numerous international tournaments and professionally around the world. Sports matters to me because it reveals and develops character. So I challenge the business community to step up for sports and help us rebuild and repair our facilities. I also ask the community to nominate local businesses in your area to take the challenge and step up for sports, because hashtag sports matters, hashtag are you in?
Or didn't show up to meetings at all. Let the public
or
really
they showed up and had nothing to say. And we can have it, and that's why I think the committee meetings, Stephen, to go further into that, if we were saying we were bitter, why would we sign up to be on committees? Why would we sign up to do work for Parliament? Because the committees have to do investigative work. And there's so much to be done that I believe as committees, you have a huge role to play. And if you look at other parliaments in the world, they are called spokespersons for that topic. So even though I am not a minister, as the chair of a committee, he's the chair of the finance committee. Anything to do with finance, he can make work visits to financial institutions. He can have meetings outside of Parliament with stakeholders in finance. Similarly, I can do the same, whether it is with kingdom relations or with education, culture, youth, and sports. As a member of other committees, I can also take part in the discussions. But as chair specifically, you have a bigger role. And so I believe that I still have a valiant role to play, not just in defending the people, not just in holding government accountable, but in investigating certain things and even bringing forth suggestions to government. Some might say, but you're in opposition, why are you doing all of that? I don't think that makes a difference. The people elected me to represent them, and I represent them to the best of my ability, regardless to whether I support the government or whether and have appointed one of the ministers or not. You understand? St. Martin is what you call a small island development state. Everybody's connected to everybody in some way. You understand? And for me, I just want the best possible representation at both levels. And so I will do my job as a member of Parliament, which is to hold government accountable, to get legislation through, whether they put it forward or whether I put it forward or we put it forward as Parliament, and to make sure that the rights of the people are upheld here in this country.
At the end of the day, if the government fails, we fail as a country. Maybe old school politics would mean, and even if we look at the U.S. Political scheme, is I bash you for 4 years and hope that you get nothing done, so I could then prove that I was better. I might have maybe a weird way of thinking, but if I was never elected again because the government's working so good, then I'll have no problem with that. I'll have no problem.